My name's Blanche May Lucas. I'm an artist who works with paint. When I don't have a studio space, I tend to do sketches with ink pen. I like that because I can just really quickly get down any ideas I have. And also I enjoy that medium because I can work kind of directly from my mind. I don't feel restrained using ink, so yeah. I haven't had a studio space for quite a long time because I finished university about 5 months ago, and since being broken up from uni I haven't had a studio space. So I had so many ideas that I just wanted to get down on the canvas. I studied fine art painting at Camberwell College of the Arts London, and I really enjoyed that. And during my time there, I would always make my own stretch bars and stretch my own canvas and also do all the priming myself. And that process, it enabled me to really get to grips with my surface. I usually spend about 2 days to a week doing a piece. I never really spend any more time working on a painting than that. There's a very sudden point where I just realise that the piece is finished. And I had that here. I just sort of have a concept that was influenced by past experiences, and I'd just make a piece about that. Yeah, with my artwork I work very instinctively. The work's generally very personal to me. Most of the symbolism within my paintings come from either emotions that I felt or situations that have happened in my life. I wanted to use my time here to be able to really get stuck into stretching canvas again and working with oil on gesso primed canvas. I really like working with oils on canvas because I can focus on the colour a lot. I'm really interested in colour as an artist. When I'm doing my ink pen illustrations, they're completely, black and white, but I'm just working on the imagery there. But when I work with oils, I really focus on colour. I go for a very vibrant palette. I did quite a few paintings here, and I think I just had so much creative energy pent up within me that it was quite easy. I'd just sort of do another one after another. Spending my time here, I wanted to be influenced by the surrounding landscapes, and I definitely was, because I noticed mountains appearing in my pieces and also turbulent water. I found that very interesting because I kind of used the rock surface to symbolise emotions that can be bubbling up from within yourself. Just that rocky surface, cracks, lines and shapes appearing. And also I focused on the tension in the water to kind of build a picture of the feel of the painting or what emotion I felt painting this piece. A depiction that I ended up developing a lot within my time here was a picture of a bird or several birds within hands, and it's because I've had a lot of experiences in my life recently where I've been holding birds, and it's always quite a funny experience because of the way that the bird is struggling and the way that these big wings can fold out, but if you just put pressure on them you can hold them in. And after I broke up from university I went to Bonaire in the Caribbean and I volunteered for a parrot charity for 3 months, and so I experienced a lot of new things there. I held a lot of birds there, and also sadly I held birds that had just recently died and their bodies were still soft and warm, and it really affected me just seeing the life kind of draining out of a body. It definitely affects you. So these pieces are talking about that experience of seeing life fading out of something. Another symbolism within these works was the bird was a representation of emotions you might feel, and often how I find that people might not want to let on how they feel on the inside. They don't want people to know how people on the outside are feeling. They might want to hold on to those feelings for themselves. So it's just focusing on that at the start. It was supposed to be quite a tight grip on the hands and the bird to be really struggling. But then towards the end it was more of a tender hold, and it was more like the birds had taken control, and it was as if the person wanted to kind of control them, but then they were so cheeky that they're just like, oh okay, I'll just, have a loose grip on you. So maybe that could represent kind of understanding your feelings and being able to let the bird out in the open.